today was the miniature show and sale here in Edmonton, Alberta. I'm going to start off by showing you this first booth. So this was Dollhouse Art Products, and this gal was from Calgary, Alberta, and the stuff that she produced was just absolutely top-notch quality, just beautiful, beautiful quality stuff. So look at her darling little hats. Aren't they just precious? So she had quite a nice booth put together. And I believe this is her first time at our show and sale. So it was just quite lovely to have her. And as a matter of fact, she also entered a room box. And she won first prize for best room box. So this is her information. So just really lovely girl, and very talented artist. Everything that she made I thought was just beautiful, beautiful quality. So it's lovely to see somebody that can manufacture and produce such beautiful, like look at the little paintings in that room. So lovely. She said the one that's on the easel right beside the chair, that's actually a replica of a full-size painting that she did in real life that she reduced on canvas. So yeah, just lovely. So yeah, look at that furniture, that shabby chic look. I think it's quite attractive. So I hope she did really well at our show and sale, because her stuff seemed to be quite picked over by the end of the show. So I suspect she did maybe a lot better than what she thought. Look at these mirrors. Aren't they just absolutely gorgeous? Just beautiful. So I did get an opportunity to get her to speak to us on camera, and let's hear what she has to say. So I'm speaking here to one of the vendors at our show. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Well, I'm a Calgary artist, and I got into miniatures about a year ago. And I really enjoy digital 3D modeling and printing in resin, and also refurbishing older furniture to make it even look older. So
Yeah. So where can people find your shop?
I am on Etsy. So my company is Dollhouse Art Productions, but I'm on Etsy as Dollhouse Art Products. .etsy, yeah.
Okay, excellent. Well, thank you. Good luck today. I hope you sell a ton.
Thank you so much.
I mean, looking at how lovely this stuff is, I'm quite sure you will. So this is the next booth that I filmed. So this lady just had an array of vintage stuff, and also stuff that she created herself. So she had just a little bit of everything. So, and these are the kind of booths that I really, really super enjoy. You can see here she had everything from little kits where you could make your own books and book covers, and she had some books that she had created that just had plain white pages in it, and then she had books that she had created that you could actually read. I actually bought a Simpson Sears catalog from her that you could actually read. So you can see here she had everything from popular modern literature to kind of antique kind of books, or antique or older books that were like published a long time ago. See how it says real pages there? So you could actually open up and read it. So Reenie's Teenies was the name of her company. And what I've done today when I've been filming is at the end of filming each booth, I tried to get a business card to show who it was. Do you see the little tiny food packages that she reproduced? Just so cute, so stinking cute. So little bit of everything she had. So she had food items, and she had things like baby powders, and okay, that's what I just absolutely could not resist. Check this out, you guys. Look at these little hot dogs, maple leaf wieners. Aw, and look, they look like they're shrink wrapped, just like they would be in the grocery store. And this next lady, she produced all these lovely purses. And yeah, so cute. So, oh, Reenie's Teenies is the name of the company. And here's her information. So, very cute indeed. And then this next gal, again, had an array of secondhand miniature pieces, but she also had quite a bit of brand new stuff as well. This lady had some pretty nice little vintage pieces that were quite sweet as well. Most of the people or vendors at this particular show did the 1/12, which is the most popular scale. Do you check out all these little pieces here? These are 1930s vintage cereal prizes. And so she had quite an array. And $7 a piece is really a super reasonable price. So I thought that they were quite interesting because it's not something that you see every day. And you can see here like just an assortment of all kinds of bits and bobs, I would say. So yeah, it's so much fun looking at this kind of stuff, you know, with not having a local miniature shop. Going to this show and sale once a year is just such a blessing to be able to have access to this stuff, because otherwise we don't have access to it at all, other than, of course, shopping online. But shopping online, you know, and I know that it's just not the same as being able to pick the piece up and hold it in your hand. So, yeah, so there's just a little bit of everything. See the little miniature fabric. And okay, so then this next gal, I actually bought a bunch of gifts from her, like little tiny pre-wrapped presents last show and sale. And she does a really nice job. And check out these beautiful Christmas trees that she creates. Just beautiful. So these Christmas trees were all on sale for half price. So yeah, and then the little gift boxes that she makes, the ones that I bought last year to go under my Christmas tree and my clock project that I did. So the gifts are $1 each. And her name's Louise, and the company is called Tiny Treasures. And yes, she does also ship. So this is Live a Little Miniatures. I was super excited to see her stuff. So she actually won Best Newcomer in the big show in the UK this year. So she creates this one-of-a-kind lighting fixtures, and her work is just absolutely extraordinary. I just think that everything that she had at this display was just so lovely. See the little purses she also creates? Just what an amazingly talented artisan for sure. So yeah, these beautiful these got real crystals on them. Just lovely chandeliers. And yeah, she's well, if she won first place at that big show in England, you know that she's a well-respected miniaturist. And that was apparently her very first year that she ever showed. Like, look at that. Oh, that one on the left. Isn't that just gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. So, yes, well worth going and visiting her site, Live a Little Miniature. I believe she's also on Etsy. This is also another Alberta vendor, and she has done all these beautiful recreation porcelain pieces. So just extraordinary. So this lady's been doing this for a very long time, and her dishes are just very well sought after, and the only place you can buy her stuff is actually at miniature shows. So she does miniature shows all over the place, including in the UK, but she is local to my home province. And yeah, her stuff was just ooh. I actually spent more money in this booth than in any other booth. Do you see the little parrots there on the right? I got 2 of those for me. I'll have to do an unboxing video. Now check out these dolls. So those dolls up there, look beside my finger. Those dolls, every single one of them, are fully articulating. So the arms and the legs move, just absolutely beautiful. And then look at the dolls above where she's actually hand crocheted with like cotton sewing thread. Oh, just extraordinary. And look at these little plates where you can leave out cookies and milk for Santa Claus. And these teapots, I mean, really. And can you imagine that each one of these pieces is hand painted? So nothing that you see here is using stencils. This is all her hand painting all of these pieces. And really, for the money, nothing here was like extremely expensive. It was all quite reasonably priced considering what you were getting. So I think the most expensive thing I seen at her booth was $40 for a tray with a cream sugar and teapot. Like, wow. So her name is Janice Crawley, and I'm sure a lot of you must recognize her name. I was over the moon to see her stuff. This next booth was, I would say, mostly dedicated to outdoor things, but they did have an array of other items, and I have seen them at the miniature shows before, so they had a little bit of everything. So they had this little cabinet here that had everything, just tiny things for kitchen. So you can see hamburger buns, hot dog buns, the little thing where you roast a hot dog on it. Do you see that on the left? And rolls of toilet paper and a camping light, and a bunch of little teddy bears that were articulated. Those are really cute, actually. And a little bit of everything. But then again, everything at this booth, of course, was 1/12 scale. So, and then you can see here they had like little benches and all kinds of pieces that you could use in an outdoor scene, like watering cans, and just a little bit of everything. So it was just jam-packed, this booth. I was actually really impressed. They had a lot of stuff. And I didn't film this booth until probably midway through the morning, so a lot of the stuff had already been sold by the time I got over there with the camera. So I think they did really well. And check out the trees that they make. Oh, just so beautiful. Just really beautiful. So, which is great if you're doing like outdoor scenes. Her new thing this year was the little golf course stuff. See, she did have a little bit of indoor stuff. She had that little furniture. So Fantastic Minis. And this is their contact information. This next booth coming up is Ken Robinson, and Ken sells hand tools that are used to doing miniatures. And I wished I would have gone back and taken a look, because I should have bought myself a new saw. But, a person can only spend so much money at these shows. But looked to me like all of the stuff that he had there was super reasonably priced. This is Small Worlds, and or Small Wonders. And you can see here they had an array of beautiful furniture and stuff here. So just lovely little kitchens, and isn't that cute? Look at that tea service. Isn't that just absolutely beautiful? So really, really nicely displayed. And now we're with Tina. Tina's also a club member, and she has what we like to call the Home Depot of miniature stores on Etsy. So you need gingerbread trim. It's called Mini Minutia. And she actually has a really successful store on Etsy where she sells everything from wallpaper to gingerbread trim to you name it. She also does laser cut furniture kits in 1/48 scale and 1/12 scale. and she had quite an array of kits there, and her work is just absolutely stunningly beautiful. She does make like world class, in my opinion, laser cut kits. And this lady here is also a club member, and she does flower kits. And her work, her name's Barb, and her work is absolutely beautiful. So you can see here she's got all kinds of food items and laser cut stuff as well, like chopping boards and all kinds of things. But you can see, look at the beautiful food items that she has. And then these are the little cutting boards that she has. But she had like pages and pages and pages of stuff to go through. I mean, we could have dedicated this entire video just to her booth. So yeah, she got garlic and leeks and tomatoes and lemons and peppers, and these were all different flower pots. So yeah, she just had a really, really nice selection. So all kinds of porcelain, and yeah, look at the little maple leaves. How sweet. And yeah, it was really something to behold. So her company is called Bits by Barb. And yeah, just lovely. Look at these garden, I'm going to butcher this name, Anushuk. Okay, I said it wrong. But anyways, just beautiful. And she also had these hand woven rugs that were $5 each. And you see the little furniture that she had? Just really beautiful. Yeah, I could have spent all day in this booth. And you know, I meant to go back there because there was a couple items that I wanted to buy, but I missed out. And look at her plants. Just absolutely lovely. So each one of those leaves and flower petals are put on individually. Like, she really does a nice job of building these or creating these plants. And she does sell the kits for all of these, so you could actually buy the kits from her and make them yourself. So it's Bits by Barb, and this is her business contact information, including her email address. And this next gal, I didn't get her contact information, but she's built all these lovely kits. And she was selling these kits at the show, and I thought they were really well done. She really did a good job of putting these together. She claims she's fairly new to doing miniatures, but yeah, she did a really lovely job. So I actually made, see that little box kit there? I actually have made one of those before. So this is Petworth Miniatures. So so again, quarter scale furniture kits and everything that you could possibly imagine when it came to doing little kits. So, I mean, if you were looking for 1/48 scale stuff, boy, this show sure had a lot to choose from. So, yeah, all kinds of stuff like lattice and trim and, you know, you name it. So this was quite a nice setup too, very super organized, and I think they did really well at the show. You can see here just the little beach items and treasure chests and bay windows. Yeah, they had a little bit of everything at this booth, and I think they did. Yeah, I think they did really well. I mean, look at all the stuff in the back there. I mean, you could have just dug around in these boxes for forever and a day. So that was BF Minis, and yeah, really cool. And so all these tools, just really, really nice fine tweezers, and look at all of this stuff. Wow, just incredible. So, I mean, there was absolutely no shortage. Okay, so this lady here, her and her sister are both artisans. So her sister does the quarter scale flowers. Now, if you want to put this in perspective, there's her finger. That's a quarter scale orchid. Like, wow. Now, patience, that takes patience. So, And then the other gal, her sister, her name's Bren, the sister's named Bren, and she does these flowers as well, but she also does all of this pottery work. So she has a pottery wheel and she actually throws these pots and then she makes the flowers that go inside the pots. So yeah, just gorgeous. Like, look at that. Just absolutely beautiful. So there's a picture of Bren throwing a pot on her pottery wheel. And here's some of her pottery that she creates. Oh, I'd love to go to her house and make some pots. So I think it would be the most fun ever to take a pottery course. And I think her work is just extraordinary. So it's Bren's Miniature Pottery. And she also had some bits and bobs that I didn't film at the end of her table that I wished I would have. But I was able to get some tiny, bitty little miniature shells from her. So look at those dishes. Aren't they just beautiful? And see the little bowls and pitchers. Just lovely. Just lovely. And then there are tiny little quarter scale pottery. Like, what kind of talent is that? Crazy cool. So lots of teapots and cups and saucers, and yeah, she did really extraordinarily good work for sure. So I did buy a couple things from her as well. Oh, look at those flower carts. Aren't they lovely? Just beautiful. So, and this is some of the art supplies that she sold as well. So, and then we're moving on to a different display. So this one had some books and some furniture items and yeah, a little bit of everything. So some of these items were brand new in the box, and some of these items were already pre-assembled. This person also had this lovely room box that they were selling, and I thought that was really well done. Just beautiful, hey? And she also had a 13 dolls that could be assembled for $200, the porcelain dolls and doll making costumes, and yeah, just a little bit of everything. I think that, I'm not really sure, but I think this person also had a big fancy dollhouse that they were selling that was complete with every room done with like hundreds of little miniatures all included with it. So yes, it is that booth. I was right. So here's the dollhouse that they were selling at the show. And you can see here it was like absolutely jam-packed with like hundreds of miniatures. Just really a nice little house with a great outdoor display. You see the upstairs with the master bedroom and bathroom. And look at that living room. Isn't that lovely? And that kitchen. Yeah, I really think that was very nicely put together. And I'm not sure if it got sold at the sale, but certainly had a lot of interest and a lot of people buzzing around this particular booth having a look at it. This next one, I did not catch their names, but it seemed that everything was kind of an occult theme. Like, so they had crystal balls and kind of Halloween themed stuff. So yeah, really quite cute. Look at the little tables with the crystal balls, so you can have a little gypsy in your dollhouse reading people's fortunes. So yeah, they had quite a bit of stuff of that theme. And I think I did ask them if they had a card, but they did not have a card. This next booth is Sherry, and she's also a club member, and she does the most intricate work in Fimo, and her stuff is just beautiful, artisan quality. Just, I can't even tell you how lovely this stuff is, and just absolutely beautiful. Look at those little Christmas trees. Oh, just crazy cute and so highly detailed. So I just love her stuff. And yeah, look at those little Easter baskets shaped like little baby chicks. Yeah, her stuff is wonderful. I love the little jack in the boxes that she does. So there's one in particular I'll show you in a minute that's just, oh, I was just over the moon with it. It was just glorious. That little monkey in the green box holding a banana. Look at it. Oh, just so cute. So, yes, so this is a sample of Sherry's work, and it seems every year it's completely different. So, she has just an eye for detail. I just love her stuff. So, I asked this lady that was standing there to hold these up so you can see how big they are. That little monkey, isn't that the cutest thing ever? So, yes, she does lovely work. And here is her contact information and her email address should you be in need of any lovely stuff. This next lady here was also at the doll show last week, and she is just an expert when it comes to doing crochet items, and her crochet items were extremely reasonably priced. Like, what can I say? Like, takes just as much time to make a little tiny Afghan that big as it does to make a full-size Afghan, because those are done out of sewing thread. So just beautiful work. And look at her little pillows, just lovely. And then she had these binders and binders, like, which is, sorry, she had, I believe, 3 binders, which is pages and pages and pages of these beautiful crocheted doilies. And she did every scale that you could possibly imagine. Like, just look at the table runners, just really beautiful work. And those plates were crocheted, and look at those little starch baskets. Aren't they beautiful? I would have, actually, the colored ones in the middle, I would have bought that like right now had it been 1/24 scale, but it's a little bit large for me. And little pot holders, and she crochets these little mats. And yes, every year I look at her work and I just think she's just does such a good job. Her name is Roselle, and here is her contact information. This next gal, she kind of does a little bit of everything. So you can see here that there was floral arranging, and she does paper crafts, and she does crocheting as well. And yeah, she does some really lovely work. And she makes little dresses. Those aren't crocheted, those are fabric, but she does some crocheted costumes. And yes, all of her little boxes of stuff here, they're all so completely different. Like, there's something there for every single room in the house, or in every single theme as well. So a lot of really beautifully crocheted little animals. And like, look at that little doll. Isn't she so precious? Just really cute. And once again, like, for the amount of detail and the amount of work that's put into this stuff was all super reasonably priced. We have some very, very talented people that are part of our club, that's for sure. Yeah, these are just beautiful. Look at the little crocheted clothing. Just glorious. So I'm just trying to move really slow so that you can get a better feel for some of the stuff that she does. Yeah, see the paper craft stuff? Just really beautiful. I love all of those little dresses. Look how sweet that is. Yeah, so some of them were made out of fabric and others were hand crocheted. So yeah, just trying to go slow so you can see it all. So yeah, was just really overwhelmed by this booth and the lovely work that this lady does. I mean, some of this stuff, I don't know how she could sell it so cheap. Like, when you look at how many hours of work went into making these little items, Just absolutely beautiful. And this is her contact information. Her name is Judy Marshall, and she's also from Alberta. And yeah, just absolutely beautiful. So today's video was dedicated just to the sale portion of today's show and sale. Tomorrow I'll have to put together a show video showing you all the entries of the people that entered into our competition. And let me tell you, there were some beautiful things on display. Thank you very much for watching today's video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe because it really helps my channel out. And please leave a comment below and tell your friends about my channel. And once again, have the best day ever. I know today I sure had the best day ever. The Miniature Enthusiasts of Edmonton is the name of our club. Wonderful people.